ॐ विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यन्निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिरिवोद्भूतं यथा निद्रया यः साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयं तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा. So, we'll be doing a samasa. This book is a wonderful book. Who is talking? Please kindly.
I think Vishala Mami, can you please mute yourself?
So, Samasa is the most important part to be learned actually. Many words are combined. And if you don't know the relationship between the words, you will not be able to get the meaning of the whole thing. So we should learn Samasa. And I will definitely take few examples from the Vedanta itself, from the Bhashyam or from the verses or from the mantras of the Upanishad. Okay. So what is the definition? First is a definition of Samasa. Samasanam Samasaha. It says Samasanam. Samyak Asanam. As means to throw. Samyak asanam. So words are thrown together. Two words are thrown together to form one word. That is samasa. Samasanam, samasa. The opposite of that is vyasaha. Vyasaha means, you elaborate. Here you abbreviate. That's a thing. That's how our Veda Vyasa also was called Vyasa, because the principles of the Veda he is elaborated in Purana. So many Puranas. The Mahabharata itself is a single idea. He can elaborate into 1,000 verses. Single idea. Vyasa. Anyway, अनेकस्य पदस्य एकपदी भवनम समासः इत्यर्थः. अनेकस्य पदस्य, many word, pada means a word. अनेकस्य पदस्य or a noun, many nouns. एकपदी भवनम. Still somebody is talking. Sharmilaji, please request. I should have made.
Yeah, that is okay, Swamiji. We'll just tell everyone. Can you all please mute yourself? Vishala Mami, you're still showing as unmuted.
So, anekasya padasya ekapadi bhavana. Many words are combined together to make one word. It is samasaha. Like they give you example. Yatha. Yatha means just as. Example. Sitayaha patihi, Sita patihi. Two words were there. Sita and pati. You make one word, Sitapati. Then, second important principle is this. Samasaha subantanam bhavati, natu tingantanam. Samasa is possible between the nouns, not between noun and verb or between verbs. Okay?
Is it possible the host can mute? I'm not sure.
Yeah, actually I am searching, here.
If you click on the photo of the participant, you will see 3 dots. If you click on that dot, it will show you to mute for that person.
Where is this? I don't know. Mute all, right?
Yeah, mute all would be great.
Yeah, that is good. I think the voice is gone. I was trying to call her also.
No, no, that's okay. Okay. Samasah subantanam bhavati, na tu tigantanam. Tiganta means a verb. Subanta means a noun. So there cannot be, you cannot make a samasa, a word formation, by combining two verbs or a noun and verb. Samasa is only possible between nouns. That's it. Then third important principle. Samasah yugapat dvayoho subantayoho bhavati. Dvandve tu yugapat bahunamapi. Yugapat means simultaneously. Simultaneously, samasah dvayoho. So, samasa is possible between two words simultaneously, not many words simultaneously. Between two words, first you make out of that one word. Now that word you combine with the third word. You make that as a one word. Then combine with the fifth word, like that. So simultaneously you can make dvayoho. Two. Dvandve tu yugapat bahunamapi. Only that dvandva samasa, many words can combine simultaneously. Like Rama, Ramascha, Lakshmanascha, Bharatascha, Shatrugnascha, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugnaha. So like that. So this is in a dvandva samasa, that is possible that many words you can combine simultaneously. But other than that, other three samasas we are going to see, in that you have to make a samasa out of two words. Now that word which you got as a samasa, that you combine with that another word. Then you make one word. Then you combine with the next word, like that. They are showing. So yatha Raja Purusha Gamanam. So Raja means you can understand. Raja word is there, and then Purusha word is there. Then Agamanam word is there, right? So first you should this big thing is there. How this big word Raja Purusha Agamanam has been formed? Three words are there. So they say Rajnyaha Purushaha. First two words. Raj, between the Raja and the Purusha. You make a samasa. So Rajnyaha Purushaha. Raja Purushaha. Then combine with now third word called Agamanam. So Raja Purushasya Agamanam, Raja Purusha Gamanam. This is how you have to do. But then in Dvandva Samasa, like this, Harihara Guravaha. So all three together. Harishcha, Harascha, Guruscha, Harihara Guravaha. Right? So in a Dvandva Samasa, you can combine many words simultaneously. But other than that, you have to combine only two words. Form a Samasa, then combine with the third, then combine with the fourth, like that. Okay. Now fourth point. These are very important points for how to make a Samasa. So, Paraspar Anvitayoho Subantayoho Samasaha Bhavati. Paraspar Anvitayoho. Anvita means a connection. Anvaya means a connection. So, Paraspar Anvitayoho. The two nouns are there, but totally disconnected. Then you cannot make a samasa. You cannot make one word out of these two, which are not at all connected, which cannot be connected. So, Anvita, connected. Anvaya means connection. Anvita means connected. Paraspar Anvitayoho Subantayoho. The nouns which can be connected in terms of meaning, you can understand now, right? They have not written, but we can understand. The nouns which can be connected in terms of their meaning, then only you have to connect the words. Otherwise not. Yatha Rajnyaha Putraha Rajaputraha. Right? Atra dvayoho paraspar anvayaha asti. There is a relationship, connection. Rajnyaha Putraha. Putra means a son. Rajnyaha, of the king. Naturally, this is a connection. Connection, what kind of a connection? Well, Janaka-Janya Sambandha, father and son, right? So, Rajnyaha Putraha, a son, I mean, the son of a king. Naturally, there is a connection, and so you can make a samasa. So, Rajnyaha Putraha, Rajaputraha. Atra dvayoho paraspara anvayaha asti. Well, paraspara, mutually, they have a connection. Yatra paraspara anvayoho nasti, tatra na samasa. In terms of meaning, if you cannot connect two words, then you should not connect as a samasa. You should not combine them. See, Rajnyaha Putraha Rajaputraha. That is, I'm sorry, down below. Yatha Bhavati Darshanam Rajnyaha. Bhavati Darshan, Rajnyaha Darshanam Bhavati. But Rajnyaha purposely they have written at the end. And what is the meaning? Rajnyaha Darshanam. So, there is a sight of the king. Right? Rajnyaha is the sixth case of the word Rajan. So, Rajnyaha means of the king. Darshanam, sight. There is a sight of a king. Now, there is a comma. Afterwards, there is a Putraha Chorasya Dhavati. Putraha Chorasya Dhavati. So, Chorasya Putraha, the son of a thief, runs. Now, this Putra has a connection with the Raja or with the Chora? Chora. And Rajnya has a darshanam, Rajnya has a connection with what? Darshanam. And therefore, here you cannot make Rajnya Putraha. See, earlier we made Rajnya Putraha, Rajaputraha. But here you cannot make. Because here the Putra, the son has a connection with the thief. He is a thief's son. And Rajnyaha has a connection with the darshanam, sight of a king. So Rajnyaha and Putra has no connection here. And therefore you cannot make samasa. So Rajnyaha darshanam, Raja darshanam you can say. Or Chorasya Putraha, Chora Putraha, that you can make. But Rajnyaha Putraha, no. Clear? Is it clear? Simple. Atra Rajnyaha darshane anvayaha, Putrasya Chore anvayaha. Atra Raja Shabdasya, Putra Shabdasya cha Paraspar Anvaya Abhavat Na Samasaha. Right? There is no need of translation. I am sure you know all this. So, anyway, now, okay. There are few exceptions they say here. Kvachit Tigantayoho Subanta Tigantayohoscha Samasaha Shruyati. Kvachit. In some place, you may find a noun and verb are combined. Or Kvachit Tigantayoho. Tinganta and Tinganta. Matlab two verbs are combined to make a samasa. Kvachit. Somewhere as exception. Yatha Khadata Modata Ehi Yavayam. Kintu etani pariganitani iti sarvatra kartum na shakyate. Somewhere some word you may find like that. Don't make it a rule. Rule for samasa is two nouns which have a connection in terms of their meaning should be combined. So then any two nouns we can take. I know many words Swamiji in Sanskritam, and therefore any two words I will pick up. I know their meaning and they can be combined. Should I combine? No. But then you said, I may say anything. You should not agree with me. Point is, see, whatever two words are there, any two words you pick up from the dictionary and you will say, I will make a samasa out of that. It's not allowed. Only our job is, what samasa is given, we should know what is the samasa and how to do a vigraha of that. That's the thing. Vigraha means how to separate them and we can understand the meaning. That's it. Nothing else for us. Anyway, so that was the fourth point. Fifth point. We should be very thankful to Sharmilaji's husband. So, Shyam. Okay. Now, fifth point. Samase purvatra shruyamanam padam. Purva padam. Iti. Uttaratra shruyamanam padam. Uttara padam. Iti cha vyavahriyate. So, In a samasa has been formed by two words, we have seen. So the first word, now it is a one word, but then the first word is called Purvapada. Like Raja Purusha. So that Raja is a Purvapada. Purusha is a Uttarapada. Right? Uttaratra Shruyamanam Padam Uttarapadam. Iti Vyavariyate. This is the way it should be done. It should be transacted. It should be named like this. Chorad Bhayam, Chora Bhayam. Atra Chora iti Purvapadam. Bhayam iti Uttarapadam. And you should remember this, because later on I will say Uttarapada, Purvapada, etc. In fact, the definitions of various samasa are based on this only. Somewhere there is an importance of the Purvapada. Somewhere there is an importance of the Uttarapada. Somewhere there is an equal importance of both the pada. Depending upon that only, there are varieties of the samasas. Okay. Number 6. Samase jate पूर्वपदम उत्तरपदम च प्रातिपदिक रूपेण स्थितं भवति ततः समस्तात् पदात् विभक्ति ही योजनीय. See, samase jate, once you form a samasa, jate means here you form a samasa is born, पूर्वपदम उत्तरपदम च प्रातिपदिक रूपेण स्थितं भवति. So what happens is, like, see, they have given example. Shastre Nipunah. Right? There is a word Shastre. In the Shastra, in the scriptures, Nipunah. He is expert. He is expert in analyzing the Shastra, let us say. Shastre Nipunah. Now you want to combine Shastra and Nipuna. So word is not Shastra, it is Shastre. And Nipunah. Right? Prathama Vibhakti. Shastre, 7th case. So now you cannot combine like this. Otherwise the samasa will be Shastre Nipunah. But you won't find. You find Shastra Nipunah. Means that Vibhakti has gone. When you combine, when you keep separate, well, you have to write like this, Shastra Nipunah. When you combine for samasa, you have to drop the case endings. So Shastra becomes Shastra. And Nipunah, from that also, that Visarga, which is Prathama Vibhakti, right? Case ending. So that also you remove. So Shastra and Nipuna. First make a samasa. Shastra Nipuna. See. And now add Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachana. Shastra Nipuna. Clear? I hope it is clear. It is very simple. So samasa can be formed from the words only after dropping the case endings. You have to take, that is called pratipadika, a pure form of that word, not with the samasa, not with the case endings. So like Rama is a word, right, which will be declined, Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha, Ramam, etc. That Rama word, which is called pratipadika, that only you have to take. Because when you make a samasa, we have not to make, but we'll just, we should know at least. Because while what we have to do is samasa is given to us, and we have to do a vigraha. We are going reverse. What is given here, how to form a samasa. We have not to form a samasa, so half of the burden is gone. Only thing is, Shastra Nipuna word is given to you. Now you have to do vigraha. So definitely vibhaktis will appear. To form a samasa, vibhaktis are dropped. To do a vigraha means to make it into a sentence, to make us understand what is the samasa, etc. What is the connection between the words? Well, you will write a sentence. So Shastra Nipuna is a word, samasa. When you separate them, well, you find Shastre Nipuna, expert in scriptures, analyzing scriptures. Now see. So, Shastra Nipuna is a word, and we have separated, that is called Vigraha. Vigraha is actually not just for the samasa. It is Vigraha for everything. And um, there are other vrittis also which will be coming later. So but let me first say something about that. You see here, they have given a meaning of a vigraha. I mean, the definition of vigraha is, vigraha means you show the connection between the words of a samasa. Like Shastra Nipuna was there. Now you are writing Shastre Nipuna, that is called Vigraha. So, where you show the connection, the relationship between the words of the Samasa. Anyway, so the Vigraha, this word is not just for Samasa, for everything it is, for many things. So, what it says is Vrittyarthava bodhakam vakyam Vigraha. Very beautiful. Vritti artha avabodhakam. What is vritti? See, vritti is equal to samasadihi. They have written. Samasadihi means there are many vrittis. There are actually pancha vrittis. 5 vritti means what, you know? Vritti means a method by which a word reveals its meaning. So, vritti, in the Sanskritam, I'm recollecting, it's Sanskritam we say, padasya avabodhana prakaraha vritti. Padasya avabodhana prakaraha. Prakaraha means a method. A method by which avabodhana means a revelation. A method by which a word reveals its meaning. That is called vritti. And in Sanskritam there are 5 methods by which a word reveals a meaning. So there are 5 methods by which words are formed. And the manner in which a word is formed, well, ultimately that word reveals its meaning through that method. I will give you a very simple thing actually. So, one is this samasa. You make a samasa, you got a word which is formed by a specific method. What is the method? 2 nouns should be combined. When you combine, you drop the case endings and you combine. And lastly, now you got a word, samasa, and you write prathama vibhakti ekvachana. Right? So this is one vritti. A method by which a word like Shastra Nipuna, that word, reveals its meaning. Right? Shastra Nipuna will reveal meaning by what? In which manner? Well, there is a connection between these two. What is the connection? Well, Shastre Nipuna. So Shastra Nipuna becomes Shastra Nipuna. How? Well, first is they both are nouns. And when they combine, the vibhaktis etc. should be dropped. And that is how we got this word. So word Shastra Nipuna, which is a basically a samasa, reveals a meaning through a method. That method is called vritti, which is samasa vritti. I will give another example. Like there is a word pachakaha. Pach dhatu is there. From there they make pachaka. There is a method. Now that is a different thing. Here 2 words are combined, 2 nouns are combined. That is not there at all. Right? It's a different method. From pach dhatu, you get a noun. Pachaka means a cook. Pach means to cook. Pachaka means a cook, not cooker. Cook, one who cooks. So, pach dhatu, you add aka, and there is adi vritti, etc. We are not going into method, but I am just trying to show. Pach plus aka becomes pachaka. Now, this is a different method. Here, 2 nouns are combined and cases are dropped. No. This is different. So, word pachaka, well, so is the pachaka has been formed by applying a certain suffix called aka to the root pach, and thereby you get this word pachak. So that method in which you supply or apply suffixes to the roots, well, that method is called krit vritti. Krit vritti. Krit vritti, by which you get kridantas, participles. This is another one method. That's another method. First is samasa, in which nouns are combined, etc. So that's a specific method. Now this is another method, right? Krit vritti. First was a samasa vritti. This is a krit vritti. Third is a taddhita vritti. We get several words. When I say the words, you will definitely say, yes, Swamiji, I have heard this word. Like, word Dasharatha is there. And you must have heard word Dasharathi. Right? Now this is how Dasharathi has been formed. At least this much we know. It must have been formed from the Dasharatha, word Dasharatha. This much we know. So now this is another method. Here no roots are taken. There it was a pach dhatu and aka pratyaya. No. Here no. Here you take a word, noun, Dasharatha, word, and you apply certain suffix, which becomes Dasharathi. You apply E, etc., and you get Dasharathi. Right? So, now, Dasharathi means what? That's why should you apply suffix to Dasharatha? Why do you twist this word Dasharatha to Dasharathi? If we want to reveal a son of Dasharatha, son of Dasharatha will be Rama, but we don't want to say, we want to introduce Rama. How will you introduce? We will give another name to Rama. Which name? Dasharathi. Yeah. Means we want to reveal to you that Rama is a son of Dasharatha. So we take the word Dasharatha, we apply some suffix in the sense of to reveal a son, his son, and so you get Dasharathi. So Dasharathi means what? Dasharathasya apatyam Uman Dasharathi. You will not wonder, because we have already done Gita Anvaya, and I have told at some places that this is apatyam, Puman, etc. has already come before. So, in a Sanskritam, this is the way they reveal. They reveal who is the mother and who is the father. They don't write sentences for that. Just they give a name of that person. Like, Janaki. Janaki. See? So Janaki means what? Automatically it reveals her father is Janaka. Her proper name may be Sita. But who is her father? Janaka. How will you know? Well, we'll give another name to Sita. What? Janaki. So, this is how Janakasya apatya stri Janaki. Dasharathasya apatyam Puman. Apatyam means a child. Puman, male child. Son. Apatya stri. Apatyam is a child. Stri, girl. Girl child. A female child. Daughter. So this is how they do. Now this is a different thing. You got a word Dasharathi. It is not a Samasa. It is not that our Kridanta also, where you take the root and you apply suffix. There is no root here. There is a noun, Dasharatha itself. You got a new word. Dasharathi. So Dasharathi, reveals its meaning through that method, that it has been formed from Dasharatha, etc. So the word Padasya Arthavabodhana Prakara, now I remembered. Padasya, this is slow little. Padasya Arthavabodhana Prakara Vrittihi. Arthavabodhana Prakara. Prakara means a method by which a word reveals its meaning is called vritti. So we have a Samasa vritti, special method by which a word ultimately which is formed, a Samasa, reveals its meaning. Then we have a Krit vritti, we get Kridantas. So Krit vritti is different. You take a root and you supply suffix and all that. Then there is a Tadhita vritti. You take a word and then you apply some suffix. You will get a new word, Dasharathi, etc. So these are all vrittis. These are different methods by which whatever words are formed, they reveal their meaning in a specific way. Clear? Is it clear to you? So, Krut vritti, Tadhita vritti, Samasa vritti, like that. Then there is one more thing which is very interesting to you, which may be interesting to you, not interesting to you, but which may be interesting to you, and that is Sanadhyanta vritti. Very, very important. So many words which you are using in Vedanta are formed from this method. And that is a very important suffix called san. Nakara. San. And it applies to many roots. Gnyadhatu, you put san. You get jignyas. That san pratyaya is applied in the sense of a expression, in the sense of a desire. Gnya, to know. Gnyanam, you know. So gnya dhatu is there, to know. You apply san. Now you got jignyas. Samajh how you got. Let us not go into that. That's a Panini's job. We will not go into that. That's not our cup of tea right now. So gnya plus san. Jignyas means what? Gnya means to know. San we have applied. Means desire to know. Much, to release, to be free. San. And then you get mumuksh. From there mumuksha, etc. Mumukshu, mumuksha. Desire to be free. Right? Like that. So, bhuj dhatu is there. Bhakshane. San. You get bubhutsa. Desire to eat. So many are there. And most of them you have heard. Jignyasa, bubuksha. Like that. And then padhatu means to drink. Pipasa. Pipasa you have heard. It comes even in a Chandogya. Discussing a Atma. Ashanaya pipase rahitaha. In the, I think, 7th chapter or 6th chapter. I don't remember right now. So, it was described. Ashanaya pipase rahita. Atma is free from the hunger and thirst. Pipasa. So, padhatu means to drink. San. So, when you put how pa becomes pipasa, this is how the thing is. Duplication. Papa, papasa, and then pipasa, like that. Okay? This is, we need not have to worry. Thus, pipasa. Why my point is, this is another method. Applying san pratyaya and then duplication and all that. So, a method by which now this a word, pipasa, etc., reveals its meaning. It's entirely different from samasa vritti, krut vritti, tadhita vritti. Right? This is another way of forming a words and reveals its meaning uniquely. I mean, with a unique sense. Anyway, so these are all called vrittis. And all these words which you have formed through different vrittis have you give a meaning in Sanskritam, that's called vigraha. Vritti arthavabodhakam it vigraha. That's what it said, right? Vritti arthavabodhakam vakyam vigraha. It is there in this on the screen. Still I see in the book. Kya baat hai? Vritti arthavabodhakam vakyam. So that word, when you get that word, now you explain it in a Sanskritam. Like Shastra Nipuna word you got. Oh, Shastre Nipuna. That's called Vigraha. You know, it's a Samasa. So you have to give a specific way. It's Vigraha. So Vritti Arthavabodhakam. The meaning of Vakyam. Vakyam is a sentence which gives you or which reveals, let us say, avabodhakam. Vritti Artha. So a sentence which reveals a meaning of a vritti, taddita vritti, samasa vritti, krut vritti, etc. And so that's how it has been said. So that is called vigraha. So shastre nipunaha is called vigraha. Now pachaka, let us take pachaka. That's another word, different vritti. So then there is no, you should not find it. What are two words? Let me see. Here there is only one word, pachaka. So pachati iti pachakaha. This is called vigraha. Pachati. One who cooks is a cook. That's it. Pachakaha, akapratyaya is applied to the pach dhatu in the sense of an agent of that action. Okay. Then I can write vigraha. Pachati iti pachakaha. That's how it is. Nayati iti nayakaha. Nayati, one who leads, is a leader. Nayakaham is a leader. So you understand. So the word Nayaka tells me very clearly how it has been formed from ni dhatu and akapratyaya. Akapratyaya is in the sense of an agent, and therefore that is how you got a Nayaka. Okay, then in Vigraha you will write one who leads is a leader. Like that. One who cooks is a cook. Like that, there are several words are formed from that Krut Vritti. Then Taddita Vritti means, well, Dasharathi. Oh, how will you write its Vigraha? Dasharathasya apatyam puman. Dasharathasya of Dasharatha. Apatyam, a child. Puman, male. A male child of Dasharatha, son of Dasharatha, is Dasharathi. So this is a Vigraha. Dasharathasya apatyam puman. Clear? Then this Sanadyantaha Vritti. And that also like Jignyasa. Oh, Gnatum Ichha Jignyasa. Bhoktum Ichha Bubhuksha. Like that. So, Moktum Ichha Mumuksha. That is how you make. So, these are all different Vigrahas. That's what has been said here. Abba, so much. Vritti arthavabodhakam vakyam vigraha vritti samasadihi. Samasadehe artham bodhayutam yad vakyam uchyate tad vakyam vigraha iti vyavahriyate. This is how it has been defined. Samasadehe. Samasa, krut, taddita, etc. So, samasadehe, all these words which are formed, which is called samasa, which is a krudanta, which is a taddita. Samasadehe artham. The meaning of those words called, which is a samasa or a taddita or a krudanta, etc. Bodhayitum. That meaning, if you want to tell someone, to teach someone, or to tell yourself, yad vakyam uchyate, the vakya which you utter, either to make understand others or to understand yourself. Yad vakyam uchyate, tad vakyam vigraha. iti vyavariyate. This is how it has been defined. Vyavariyate, there's like a vyavara. Word also has been formed. This is a verb. Vyavara is a noun. Vyavaraha is a noun. Okay. Yatha, just as example, vrukshamulam iti samasah. Okay. What is a vigraha? Vrukshasya moolam. Right? It's a sentence. Why you are uttering this sentence? In order to understand the meaning of the word vrukshamulam. Vrukshamulam means what? Vrukshasya moolam. The root of the tree. So vrukshasya moolam gives me understanding or gives understanding to others. Of what? Of the word. Which word? Samasa. Vrukshamulam. So this is how. Vigraha dvida. Swapada vigraha aswapada vigraha iti. Swapada vigraha. So swapada vigraha means what? The samasa has two words, right? Those two words appear even in the vigraha, in that sentence, which is an explanation of the samasa. Both the words which are there in the samasa will appear in the vigraha also. That is called swapada vigraha. Very simple. Swapada means what? It is written also. Swa means samasa, right? Swapada vigraha means swapadaihi vigraha. Samasa padaihi vigraha. Then they have given a example. Grama gataha iti samasaha. And you can understand there are two words, grama and gata. Gramam gataha iti swapada vigraha. So both the words, both Purvapada and Uttarapada of that in the samasa, they appear even in the vigraha vakya also. Gramam gataha. Therefore, this kind of a vigraha is called swapada vigraha, samasa pada vigraha. The nouns which are there in the samasa will also appear in the vigraha. Swapada. Asamas, aswapada vigraha. Here, aswapada vigraha means what? The nouns which are there, the words which are there in the samasa will not be there. One or two other will not be there in the vigraha. Upakrishnam iti samasaha. Upakrishnam iti samasaha. Now, when you do vigraha, you will ask me, Swamiji, what is this meaning of Upakrishna? Oh, Upa means Samipam, near. Okay. Krishnasya Samipam. But where is the word Upa? Gone. Krishnasya Samipam. That's a vigraha. That's a vakya which makes you understand the samasa. In that, Upa is gone. This is called Aswapada vigraha. Clear? Simple. Aswapada vigraha, in which either one or both the words will not appear, of the samasa, will not appear in the vigraha vakya. Clear? So this is how we have to understand. Now, divisions of samasa. I think you still tolerate, okay? You have that much threshold to Swami, stop it. No. At least let me take few minutes more. Just 5 minutes. See now. Dvidha. Dvidha means twofold. Dha means fold. Tridha, threefold. Chaturdha, fourfold. Showing division. Samasaha dvidha. There are two main divisions of samasa. One is a kevala samasa. Other is a vishesha samasa. What is this kevala samasa? Statpurushadi sanya vinirmuktaha samasa sanya matra yuktaha kevala samasa. So there are some words in a Sanskritam which you feel there are two words, they are combined, but still we cannot call it as a samasa, honestly, because it doesn't fit into the main categories of samasa. They are given a very nice example. Like bhuta is a word you know very well. Purvam also is a word, right? From there you got a word bhuta purvaha in the language. Bhuta purvaha. Bhuta purvaha means what? Earlier was. Is bhuta purvaha. Former. Earlier was. So Bhuta purvaha Pradhana Mantri. Pradhana Mantri. Prime Minister. Bhuta purvaha means former. Because Bhuta means was, before. Purvaha means before and Bhuta means was. He was before Prime Minister, means former Prime Minister. Now Bhuta Purvaha, Swamiji, what samasa? The main categories which has been shown down after that, that Bhuta Purva word cannot fit into that. Then Swamiji, why we should not call that as a samasa? But because two words are combined, Bhuta and Purvaha. And therefore, okay, we'll have to call it as a samasa just for the name's sake. That's called Kevala Samasa. Kevala Samasa means a samasa for the name's sake. So that's how it is written. Samasa Sanya Matra Yukta. Sanya, name. We have to give just name samasa. That is why it is called Kevala Samasa. Just for the namesake. Kevala Samasa. But after that, the four. Vishesha Samasaha Chaturdha. Fourfold. These are the most important. Whole Vedanta Shastras and mantras and bhashyams and tikas and prakarana granthas are full of prachuriam, predominance of these four samasas. Any book you pick up of Vedanta, you pick up even Bhagavad Gita, and just verses, forget about Bhashyam, you will find this one of these four samasas. Very important. Tatpurushaha, Bahuvrihi, then Dvandvaha, then Avyayi Bhavaha. These four are there. And now the division etc. we'll see later in next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Right? So, anybody has a question? Swami, you have muted and then you are asking. 1 minute. Chris has. Where is the mute? Okay, 1 minute. Okay.
Thank you, Swamiji Pranams. My question is, at the very beginning, you gave the first characteristic of the samasa, and it was very loud, and I couldn't hear what you were saying. I'm so sorry. Is it possible to just scroll up there and say that one time? I just couldn't hear what was going on.
Why not? Here, right?
Yes, thank you,
Samasanam Samasa. Sam means in a proper way. Samyak. Whenever some word appear, initially in any word, when you find some, generally its meaning is samyak, properly. Samyak asanam. As dhatu means to throw. From there we get word astram, which is thrown, like missile. Certain weapon you keep in hand and fight. And this astram, that is shastra. That is shastra. Like a gun, etc. Astram means you throw, you don't keep with you, you throw, like missile. Anyway, as dhatu means to throw. Samyak asanam samasanam or samasa. Asana means throwing very well, samyak, properly. Two words are thrown, combined together in a proper fashion. That's called samasa. So that's how it says, anekasya padasya ekapadi bhavanam samasa. Many words are there. You throw them together, you combine them together in a proper fashion. Well, that is, and make a one word, that's called samasa. Right? And so, and then Sitayaha Patihi. One word is Sitayaha, other word is Patihi. You combine Sita Patihi, one word. So, properly, yeah. Throwing means it is haphazard. No. There are rules. Rules of Samasa. Right? So, Sitayaha Patihi, Sita Patihi. Sita Patihi is a Samasa. Sitayaha Patihi, Vigraha. That's a Vigraha Vakya. And then samasa subantanam bhavati. Nouns only can combine, not noun and a verb, not verb and verb. No, that kind of samasa is not there. Only nouns can combine together. And that too also, samasa yugapad dvayoho subantyoho bhavati. First, many words are there, don't with a enthu, don't, with a certain enthu you want to combine all the words. No. First two words combine into one. Now that word combined with the another word. Then you make one again. Then that bigger word now combined with the fourth one. So like that you should go. I want to combine all the words together. No, that's not possible. Dvandve yugapad bahuna. Dvandva samasa, I wish we have seen that four varieties. That one of that was a dvandva. Dvandva samasa is many words you can combine together. Yugapat means simultaneously. Simultaneously you can combine. And I was giving example. Of course, here itself example is there. Harihara Guravaha. Harishcha, Harascha, Guruscha. All combined. Harihara Guravaha. But Raja Purusha Gamanam. So Raja Purusha Gamanam, three words are there. Raja, Purusha, Agamanam. Right? Agamanam means arrival. Purusha, person. Raja, king. Three words are combined. So three words are combined together like Harihara Guravaha? No. First two words. Ragnyaha Purushaha, Raja Purusha. Now Raja Purushaha, that word will be combined with the Agamanam. So Raja Purushasya Agamanam, Raja Purusha. Clear? This is. And then fourth is Paraspar Anvitayoho Subantayoho Samasa. Okay, now you said nouns are combined. Means any nouns can be combined? No. Nouns which are related to each other in terms of meaning. Yeah, nouns are not related. Meaning are related. So, nouns whose meaning are connected to each other can be combined. So, Anvita, Paraspara mutual. Anvita means connection. Connected, related. So, the words Subanta means are nouns which are having a Paraspar connection, mutual connections, mutual relationship. Well, in that you can make a samasa. So, Ragnaha Putraha, naturally. Putraha is son. Ragnaha of the king. Definitely there is a connection. Which connection? Janaka Janya. Father and son connection. Right? So, you can combine. So, this is how it is. Yatra paraspara anvaya nasti tatra na samasa. Where two words have no connection in terms of the meaning, then you cannot combine. Because you are making one word. In that one word, both are sitting. I mean, it's like a marriage where both you understand now. So what so you cannot make them together, you know. So that is how it is. And paraspar anvaya nasti tatra na samasa. Clear? So bhavati darshanam rajnyaha putraha chorasya davati. This you heard or not? So rajnyaha darshanam bhavati. Rajna has a connection with the darshanam. King has a connection with that sight. So darshanam bhavati, a sight of the king is there. Where putraha chorasya dhavati, a son of the thief runs. So putra, the son has no connection with the king here, right? The son has a relation with that thief, and the king has a relation with the sight. Therefore, Rajnyaha Putra, I want to combine. Son of a king. But they are not connected. That's how it is. This is how. And Samasa is first is a Purvapada, second is a Uttarapada, etc. So we have taken up with in fact a very big task. The Samasa is a little exhaustive, but wonderful. So we should invest some time, honestly. And that experiment, I am not experimenting on you. Already I did an experiment in the class in the last week, in that our Vidur Niti, and it proved really useful. So I got a enthu that let me do here also. And we are already doing some samasa we have seen in the 30 verses or whatever we did in the first chapter. We did some samasa. But whatever samas vigraha I will tell you is to write it down. But you should have an insight into that. Any question?